Well, the reason that the Rotary International president travels is so that he or she can meet the family of Rotary. And I'm so impressed when I come, and this has not been an exception. There's such passion for Rotary. There's so many wonderful things happening in, all of our areas of focus. And that's what's truly special to me. I see the magic of Rotary everywhere I go. So I saw it in the other two districts, and I'm sure I'm going to see it here as well. Well, I think it's important for me to tell the story first. I know people have read it, but I love to tell the story, so I'm going to tell it one more time. Many years ago, I was in the Dominican Republic with my district. We were doing a Rotary water project. We were installing bio-sand water filters in homes. So my job was to go into a home, put a filter together, test it, show people how to use it, how to clean it. So I was in a home that had 5 members of the family. There was a grandmother, a mother, and 3 little boys. So I put the filter together. I showed the women how to use chlorine to clean it. And then the test was to put, of course, dirty water in and watch it come out clean. And then I'd put dirty water again and watch it come out clean. And when I stopped the test, one of those little boys ran up and tugged on my shirt and he said, lady, show me that magic again. And it dawned on me that the magic was not the water filter. The magic was what was going to happen to that family now that they had access to clean water. Those little boys had not been going to school. They'd been walking to find water. They could go back to school and get an education. The mother in the family had not looked for work because she too had been walking for water. Now she could become employed and, provide a better life for the family. That's the magic of Rotary. And every single Rotarian on the planet, when we get involved in a project somewhere, whether it's in our community or around the world, we're creating magic. We're changing people's lives. That's the magic of Rotary. Our year. Not my year. Okay. It's our year, because every Rotarian has an excitement this year, has really responded to the magic of Rotary and is doing wonderful things. And so every time I'm in a new place, a new community, and I'm watching Rotarians at work or listening to what they've done, I'm feeling the energy and I'm seeing the magic happen. And it's been tremendous, and it's been all kinds of things. I remember standing in the Tatra Mountains and watching the Slovak Rotarians. There had been a windstorm that went through and devastated a forest. Every Rotarian in the country donated seedlings and came and planted seedlings, and now they have a young forest again. They were so proud of that moment when that, forest was dedicated. That was magical. And so I have literally thousands of stories like that. It's just wonderful to see the magic happen. Well, we are an organization that's built on world understanding and peace. And it's important for us to understand and remember that we are not peace brokers. We are peace builders. There's a difference. We cannot stop war. We cannot get the release of hostages. But what we can do, and what we actually do every time we provide service, is create the environments that are necessary for peace to flourish in a society. So it doesn't matter if people are hungry, Rotarians go in and provide food. If people need access to water, we go in and do that. If people have damage from flooding, Rotarians are there to provide support as first responders. If children are at risk for a terrible disease, we go in and vaccinate them. So what we do is create what's necessary for peace to happen, because desperate people do desperate things. And so what we do is approach peace from prevention. We don't want it to happen in the first place. So we want to make sure that a society has justice and what it needs for peace to prevail. Oh, there's a lot of questions in it. So, I've never really said or believed that I am the president of Rotary International this year because I'm a woman. I'm the president because I have the skill and the talent and the background and the experience to lead our organization. The fact that I am a woman, I think, is important because there are women around the world in Rotary who will look and say, aha, if Stephanie can do it, I should be doing it too. Now you realize that women came into our organization in the late 80s. So as more and more women take those steps into leadership, you will see more and more women rise in leadership. You know, we've only had 2 female presidents because first we had to be club presidents, then we had to be district governors, then we had to be directors, then we could run for president. So you will see more and more women surface as leaders. It's just, you know, and it's important to have both genders. You know, it's wonderful to have men and women together. We're just catching up. That's all. We have to present a product that they're interested in. Our product, we're business. Our product is our club experience. If we want to have young people, if we want to have other underrepresented groups, we have to make sure that the product we have is what they want. If our clubs don't represent our communities, that means that the club hasn't really thought about what does it take to attract that kind of population to where we are. The good news is we have tools now. Our council and legislation gave us so many different meeting models. You saw some of them when we did our session just a while ago. You know, we have e-clubs and corporate clubs and passport clubs and metaverse clubs and all sorts of
metaverse.
Yes, so many different ways to put Rotary experiences together. And, you know, we have to pay attention to what is it that people are interested in. You know, my club is very traditional and it's not going to go away. I love my club. I won't ever leave it. But we recognize that in the community where I live, there were people who could not come to a meeting at noontime on Wednesday. So we started a 5 o'clock companion club. And that was great. And we grew from 34 to 58 very, you know, instantly. But then we realized there were still people in the community who couldn't come. So now we have a Saturday morning club and they bring their children. So when you create the experience that people are interested in, then you can attract them. The second part is once you attract them, you have to keep them. You have to make sure that you do the things that you need to do so that they feel like I belong here. This is where I fit. So those 2 things have to happen.